from Vietnam in the 60s to France, and my father is French. And they've both been living in the US for almost 20 years now. I feel I've always felt a bit different than other people, and I think it has to do with maybe race and ethnicity, but also a different kind of sensibility than other people at school when I was growing up. And even if my work now, although I'm an academic, all my work is actually, I'm surrounded by artists because that's where I feel more comfortable with. And I wanted to be a filmmaker actually, but things didn't come out this way. One has to do with marriage, another one is like I really wanted a salary and I didn't trust I could make a salary as an artist, and it took too much money to make a movie, and I didn't think, I thought, oh, if I can raise so much money for a movie, that money would be more spent to help people who don't have food or something, right? I just didn't feel I could use that so much money just to fulfill, you know, my artistic drive. So, but there's always been a struggle between giving in to art, creativity versus analysis, but now I think it's really coming together to make more room for artwork and poetry and film and visual art. And I've been preparing myself all these years, and it's not like I just did the first piece with a visual piece with a place of our own recently. But I think I've been preparing for a long time, thinking of issues, studying it, and actually pay attention to aesthetic a lot, and writing. So I just be able to make more room now because I'm more secure financially, and with my career is more secure. So that's what I'm going to do. So I don't know when I become an artist. I think it's just born with a certain kind of sensibility and being in the world, and then it's whether you have the luxury or the courage to follow that and give and feed that. But the more I feed it, the more I feel I'm growing inside. So I'm going to do that. And the place of our own was very helpful to put me on that path. What I end up writing a lot about now is more like family dynamics, my parents, and maybe trauma I did undergo but I don't have no memory of, and I'm trying to go back to that. So maybe void and pain will be my inspiration, but also I'm very interested, I'm not interested in portray or representing victimhood. I'm more interested in representing what makes somebody survive. So, and there's something that's very positive about to be a dreamer, to have the capacity to enjoy little things of life, or connect with people that I admire, and not be afraid of that. It's been tool of survival, and this is very positive and brought me so experience that I would not have otherwise. And so it's not all negative. So when I look at the past and trauma and memory, I'm not interested so much in victimhood than tool of survivors. Well, for a long time, I didn't feel I could speak from the I perspective, because not only I have mixed race, but also I immigrated from France, and it's really, I didn't feel I could represent the Vietnamese American refugee community, because in some way to be an immigrant is more privileged than being refugees and not the same experience. So I really had a difficult time to even do my job, like in terms of representing or speaking for. And the same issue by speaking about myself in poetry or doing my own artwork to address my own identity, because there's really institutional space for me because there's so few of me. But somehow now the field and identity politics have changed since I've been in this country, and there's much more acceptance for not only people of mixed race but also people from the diaspora and understand their experience. So it seems like because this context is changing as we speak, you also give me a space to speak.